showcase for interwebkaiju here. These are some little kid robot Godzilla blind bags. I guess here's this little game too. Which way does it go? So that's kind of cool. And this is the Invisible Man. Based on the novel by H.G. Wells and released the same year as the original Godzilla, the Invisible Man, also known as the Invisible Avenger and the Transparent Man, starts off with an invisible man committing suicide by walking out in traffic, becoming visible after death. He has a suicide note that lets the world know of the existence of other invisible men. Later, a group of men claiming to be invisible men commit robberies, and then a reporter teams up with an actual invisible man to take care of them. Real fast about the release and not the film itself. For a bootleg site that doesn't want reproduction of images using their logo or posting the site's name on public platforms, it's just kind of weird that they now have a new video logo at the beginning of their discs. I'm not going to show it because, silly or not, I do use their service to find movies in regions or with subtitles I wouldn't otherwise be able to. They've always had a small logo on their disc cover, so they're not really hiding and able to ban membership of people trying to resell because of it. The menu screen also has their logo on it, but with a Japanese menu. Perhaps they just put their own logo on top of the 2007 Region 2 release. I like these shots. The back of a person in conversation is a common one, but here where they're on different stories is perfectly shot and is probably only notable because it's rare. In most adaptations and just other media using some form of invisible or transparent person, they're often portrayed on camera in bandages and suits, made famous by the 1933 Universal movie, and is how the gang who calls themselves the Invisible Men dress. But the actual Invisible Man is dressed as a clown. Makeup to show his face, gloves to show his hands, he is completely visible so that his invisibility is a secret, and allows him to interact with other people and contribute to society. It's unique, and I love it. The effects when he takes off his clothes and makeup are visually still very good, as are the effects later of him holding objects. The sound effects are also very well done, which really adds to the believability of actors miming interactions with the titular character. This is also probably the best miming I've ever seen. Miming and otherwise, all the actors do a fantastic job, and the script gives them many different emotions to display. The music is very minimalistic for the most part. It's orchestral, but probably no more than 2 or 3 instruments at a time, but it works so wonderfully in every scene it accompanies. I love the way fire looks in black and white. There are some wires that are visible, but with the black and white, they're not bad and may not have been visible until the movie was probably remastered. The projection techniques for the driving scenes look pretty fake, which is just made worse by how good everything else holds up. Newspaper headline scene transitions. I don't like them. They've been done to death both seriously and in parody. Even without the fact that I'm not a fan, or perhaps this is one of the first movies to use it, they just tell us what we've just witnessed on screen, I guess to show that it's public knowledge now. It's really unneeded. Some scenes appear to be sped up and look weird. Nothing too terrible though. One thing to note is that it's not really a horror movie, but it's still very good. So I highly recommend The Invisible Man. It's a good movie on its own. It's a great movie for its time. I just think it's innovative. It's shot well. The pacing is great. Probably my favorite invisible person movie so far. So thanks for watching.
どうです。これが今の僕の姿です。 これを利用してきっとギャングを